Alright, what is up boys and girls, welcome back to another video. Just taking a quick look at Verasity today on the daily time frame. As always, before we begin, please do hit those like and subscribe buttons. Really helps out the channel. Appreciate you all very much for being here. And with that being said, we'll just take a quick look at the charts here. Really not much has changed over the past week or so. As I said before, we are still coiling up in between these two key levels. This descending wedge resistance here that we are currently sitting right under again. And also this support of the 023 Fibonacci, which happens to be perfectly at that 0.5% level, a big psychological support as well for Verasity. A tale as old as time for Verasity right now that I've said many times. Clear bear market resistance. At the start of the year, we got the huge push to the upside over around 6 weeks, from January to around halfway through February for pretty much every crypto. And Verasity here was no exception at all. You can see here we were down here in this kind of descending wedge formation with this, this basically this support like this, resistance like this. We've got that huge break to the upside, big hockey stick parabolic move for Verasity from around 1/5% all the way up to around 0.75% there. Essentially around a 3 or a 4x in the space of, what was this, 3 weeks? A very nice gain off that low. Consolidation and overextension to 1.1 cents there. Obviously started to get stuck under that 1 cent big psychological resistance. Lots of people taking profits there, putting shorts in, etc. Since then we've been consolidating and heading back down to the downside here in this descending wedge formation. But I mean, this looks so primed in my opinion for a break to the upside. It almost seems too obvious, like something might go horribly wrong in the markets. Obviously if Bitcoin rolls over, we'll probably lose the support of the 023 and continue down in the wedge for a good while. But I would say realistically, with Bitcoin looking like it might come up and make an overextension beyond 31k to the upside, we could see Verasity break it out of this level pretty damn soon, if I'm being completely honest. If you take a quick look at this chart, you can see it. I mean, it looks just so juicy, doesn't it? Big overextension, pump to the upside. We're coming down, you can see your support, resistance, support, hitting resistance again. Then we've, broken back above that 023 Fibonacci where we're finding support right now. I mean, realistically, you could see this breaking out and heading up to the top of this little range here pretty soon, couldn't you? Around that basically 0.75% level up towards the previous high. And I mean, as I said before, the technical target for this breakout, if you just take a look at this, this is your first initial move, your consolidation, and then your breakout. It's going well up towards that 0.618 at 2 cents, isn't it? And I think this is a fairly textbook and likely scenario. Depending on what happens, obviously, in the wider crypto space, it's all based on sentiment right now, as it always is. The hype is growing, though, I think, around not just Verasity, but also a potential move to the upside. And if we do see Bitcoin, if we just take a quick look at Bitcoin here, if we do see Bitcoin get that overextension, it's right on the edge right now. I see it at 31. Okay, if we do see it get that overextension, even up to around that 0.50 at 32.5, 33k here, we could see a lot of altcoins breaking out and continuing to the upside. You can see even the idea of how altcoins lag behind what Bitcoin does. You can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move that we've seen for Bitcoin. And really, Bitcoin's had this move here, consolidation, and another move. You can see, Verasity looks very similar to this when you look at the chart. Move, consolidation, and then another move could be on the cards, depending on what we've seen, as I said, for the wider market. So right now, to be honest, I'm feeling fairly bullish that this could break out over the next few weeks, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, as I said before, nothing is set in stone, and realistically, if we do see Bitcoin roll over, then Verasity will follow suit. Still highly correlated, and really, we are just waiting for that next move in the market for Bitcoin to dictate what's going to happen next. So that is it for today, guys. I'm not taking any trades at the minute. I'm just basically sitting and waiting in the markets, although I am considering maybe taking a small long position here again. You can see I had one before with the stop loss below the 0.50, but I did get wicked out on this big wick, which recovered instantly as well, showing a lot of strength. I might actually put the stop loss just below that wick, just in case we do see another retest fully of that 0.50 before the final pump, which I do think is probably going to happen fairly soon, because this is only going to coil up in this little area here for so long, isn't it? So this will probably be my trade, a nice little 3-to-1 risk to reward. We'll see what happens next, but I do think realistically, Verasity is looking pretty juicy right now, isn't it? And I mean, in the long term, I'm so bullish on this crypto. I do think it's probably going to do extremely well. So with all that being said, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, you're all absolute legends. Please do like and subscribe, get involved in the content and all that good stuff. and I'll see you in the next video.